skies and summer nights, I know the road is my home.
Heyo! Hey everyone, and welcome to my first channel update video. This is going to be a little bit about what's going to be happening in the near future. However, I do want to get a couple other things out the way as well. First and foremost, this is a attention to all parents. Not all of my content is for kids, only some of it is. Let me explain. Some of my content, like my playlist on the first game I ever played, Pokemon Blue, is marketed for kids, because when I'm recording that game, 1, I'm alone, and 2, I manage my behaviour, my words. I've never swore during a recording of this, never said anything, that can be considered profanity or offensive, so yeah. However, my modded Minecraft co-op playthrough with my best friend is yeah, there's I'm not gonna try and edit out all the swearing or the innuendos, etc. in those recordings, because that would take all the fun out of it, really. We enjoy being silly, we enjoy being a little offensive too from time to time. Yeah. So those are the kind of differences that I have going on. I get it. Pokemon's marketed primarily for kids, which is why I try, because again, that's a solo playthrough. It's not really something that I want to inject my kind of humour into. But Minecraft is also primarily aimed at kids, and yeah, I mean, me and my friends are just degenerates, so yeah, there you go, there's your warning. When I made this channel 6 months ago, I was playing whatever I wanted, and why not? It's my channel, I can do whatever I want with it. However, I didn't ever want to be stuck in one genre of gaming, or to be even more specific, I didn't want to be stuck in one game, because it makes it very difficult later on to just try and break away from that. And yeah, I didn't want to ever put myself in that position, so yeah, that's why I upload whatever I want, whenever I want, even if sometimes it can feel a bit overwhelming with the amount of stuff that I actually do try to put out. And I'm gonna fix that as well. So let's see here. From the multiplayer perspective, I have Marvel Rivals, Minecraft, co-op. No Man's Sky is technically online, but it's a solo playthrough, so I won't count that. The Elder Scrolls Online, I need other players for dungeons. 2 series on Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Splitgate 2, Hawked, and I did have one video on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer and another video on Battlefield 1 multiplayer, but they've been relegated to the one-offs playlist because I have no intention of uploading any more content for those games. Competitive games, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the go right now, which is a bit overwhelming, and I plan to reduce that significantly in the near future. So I will still be playing these games, but content for them will be few and far between. Basically, I'll only be uploading videos on those games when I get a bunch of either epic plays, or great games in general, or funny moments. But don't worry, that won't happen until a certain time. And that time being, right now, Marvel Rivals has just entered Season 3. So when Season 3 ends, content for this game will be few and far between. Apex Legends, the Road to 500 series and the Spotlight series. We're currently in Season 25, so when Season 25 ends, again, same thing. Splitgate 2 is in its first season. We've had Chapter 1, we're now on Chapter 2, we've still got Chapter 3 to go. So once that's done, again, and Hawked, Season 3. Season 3 has been like ongoing for like several months now. Is this game done? Because I'm not sure. Like, there was a time months ago when it had like a month left, and then I logged back in recently and it had like 3 weeks left. What? Anyway, again, when Season 3 finally ends, same again. It also doesn't help when games that I feel like I must play just get dropped out of nowhere. Like, I'm playing Pokemon Blue. It's the first Let's Play series on the channel because it's the first game I ever remember playing. And then when this was happening, RuneScape Dragon Wilds launched in early access, and I'm a big fan of old school RuneScape and even modern RuneScape, so I felt like I had to try out this new take on that franchise. Luckily, the game's in early access, didn't have a lot of content to offer at the beginning, so that ended, and then I went back to Pokemon Blue, and then Virtuos and Bethesda released The Elder Scrolls for Oblivion Remastered out of nowhere. I mean, people knew it was coming, but we didn't really know when, and then it just got shadow dropped into our laps. So, yeah, there you go. Since starting one Let's Play, I've now played 3. And yeah, so the plan is once I finish Blue, I'm going to finish primarily Oblivion, and then I'll move on to The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and then hopefully by the time I finish Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls 6 will only be a few years away. And yeah, like I said about being stuck in one genre, this was back when I had an Xbox One and a PS4, and I was just uploading raw clips and raw gameplay from Apex Legends and Call of Duty Warzone in their early days, or I guess we could call them their glory days now. And yeah, eventually I decided I wanted to try this whole YouTube thing, you know, recording, commentating, editing and uploading, and I didn't want to be locked into just these specific type of games. Which is why when I made the test channel, I made it primarily as a variety channel, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. But ultimately, I did stick to my guns and decided to keep it as a channel for learning how to do everything. Even though I did manage to garner 350 subscribers at one point. I think that's where I ended it, actually, around that moment, that milestone. Oh boy, and then I moved on to what I hoped would be my official channel, but I chose to do seasonal content, which was a big mistake right off the bat. Basically, I'll give you an example of this. Let's say I played 7 Days to Die. My plan was to play the first 3 to 5 Horde nights in Season 1, and then that would be it for a time. However, obviously, you know, you play a game, you want to keep playing it. And this whole seasonal thing limited the amount of time I could put into these games. So yeah, I quickly just said, fuck that, and abandoned this. And that brings us to now. So while I'm winding down certain series and streamlining others, I do plan on eventually adding a bit more long format content as well. Like when the time comes for me to play games like Hogwarts Legacy, or, you know, the Spider-Man games, those being Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales, and 2. I'll make them more long format, so the videos for those series will be like an hour long minimum. Well, we'll say 50 minutes minimum to an hour and 15 maximum. And I'll see how that works out. And I do also plan on doing some guide series. There are plenty of games I've played over the years that, to this day, I can still do complete guides on a lot of its content, just off the top of my head. So yeah, I'll be doing guide series as well. So yeah, that's, well, I was hoping that would be a quick rundown, but I guess it wasn't too quick. But yeah, that's sort of the plan going forward. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all out there. Bye!
So I took off with no plan, thinking I could find a friend, saying hi and shaking hands. I hope this moment